Welcome to Don Thomas Stadium at Exeter Township Senior High School. It's a Wednesday night soccer match. It's the boys of Exeter hosting the Twin Valley Raiders. It's pink out as well, so we got all the graphics. Everyone's here in pink, so it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. In fact, we are the only boys soccer game here in Berks County tonight. Isn't that crazy, Andrew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yes.
Like the only in the whole county.
Whole county. This is the only one going on.
This is the only game.
It's actually not that crazy, Andrew. So just give a little context behind this
Yeah.
game. We were supposed to have it live on the 4th of September. That was a couple Thursdays ago. It was rained out along with the girls' game against Warwick.
Yeah, it was a pretty nasty storm.
That was bad, Andrew.
Yeah.
That was bad.
I wasn't expecting it to be
they
like
canceled
that
that. They canceled that at like 3 o'clock, and games were supposed to be starting at like 6. So they had to reschedule. They rescheduled for the following Monday, and I guess some scheduling conflict popped up, and here we are on a random Wednesday, and this kind of screws the teams over. It's not good for either team to be playing on a Wednesday because they both played last night. They're probably exhausted. It's worse for Twin Valley because they're in the midst of their hardest part of the schedule, and they play 3 days in a row. They played last night against Conrad Wise. They lost that one 3-0. They're playing Exeter tonight, and then they're playing the returning county champion Wilson tomorrow. So that's just brutal.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
And then Exeter last night, they went to Daniel Boone, and it was a 0-0 tie for the boys. So not exactly what they wanted, but they stayed out of the loss column. After that Weiser game, they definitely weren't trying to lose that one. Let's take a little look at the standings in Berks 2. Conrad Weiser team we were just talking about so many times, 9-0-1. So they're still undefeated. Daniel Boone 5-2-2, and they have the slight nod over Exeter, who is 5-2-1 because they have that extra tie, played an extra game. So all the way at the bottom of the division, you can find the Raiders. They're 1-7. So they're trying to get some footing. They have just one win this season. Twin Valley's win, they've struggled a little bit, but they hopes are high for this one. We'll be back in a little bit. It's the pregame show. Just about 2:30 to go until we get the first kick in this one. Thank you for tuning in to the Student Sportscast, and we'll see you in a minute. It's a great night here at Don Thomas Stadium. Just about a minute to go before we have the opening kick of tonight's game. It's between the Exeter boys soccer team, and they host the Twin Valley Raiders. So, taking a look at some of the results last year, the Eagles, who were 7-11-1, they won both games. They won 7-0 in Elverson. Calvin Stuck scored 2, and Braden Karras had a hat trick. And then come here in Reiffton, Eagles win again. That's 4-1, and Karras with another hat trick. So, Andrew, what are we expecting from Braden tonight?
My forecast would be another hat trick. I mean, if we're going with his history and what we're doing, but that'd be interesting. So a hat trick is 3 goals, right, in a game.
Andrew.
What happens if you score 3 hat tricks in 3 years? consecutively.
It's a hat trick.
Is that a hat trick?
Yeah, but it's not this year.
Mm.
Those are from last year, so I don't know.
Okay.
I guess if it's the same opponent, that would be like, how Exeter played Weiser twice last year, or 3 times.
Yes.
So that would be like if Karras scored 3 goals in all 3 of them. That would be a hat trick of hat tricks. That would be kind of cool.
That would be really cool.
Absolutely, it would be. The lone goal for the Raiders in that game at Exeter was Colin Oliva. Taking a look at the Raiders roster, Griffin Varney, freshman's in at midfield. A couple other midfielders. Aiden Miller, he has 2 goals this season, 2 assists as well. He's probably the guy you want to be looking out for. He is a senior, as I said. Daniel Slider, sophomore, also in at midfield. Evan Sagermark, he wears number 11. Josiah Horst, another one to look out for. Braden Dorr, Garnett, and Landon Pratt on defense. And Sam Diener also in on defense. Andrew, how are we feeling right now?
Pretty good. Maybe a little tired. This is a late start.
Yeah, it is.
This is a very late start.
So we had the girls field hockey game right before this. We've been here for a minute.
We have been
I
here
filmed
for
a little
minute,
piece
yes.
with one of the field hockey players. So be on the lookout for that on social media. And that was a fun one. It was a fun one. I'm not going to reveal who it was, but make sure to be on the lookout. Teams just finished up warm-ups, and they're almost ready to go. Taking a look at the Eagles once again, they are 5-2-1. They've gone 1-1-1, so all the possible outcomes in their league games. And that's going to change tonight because this is a big game in Berks, too. Eagles trying to bounce over the Blazers, who they just tied with last night. Before that, they won 3-0 against Coatesville. That was on Saturday. Good way to rebound against that Weiser loss on Thursday. That was also 3-0. Another 3-0 outcome was that game at Fleetwood before the game at Weiser. That was earlier in the week. That was the first Eagles win against Fleetwood, I believe, in like 15 or 16 years.
Wow.
So the tides are changing in the Berks League, to say the least.
Yeah, the story is sort of changing here.
Absolutely. I mean, you have Boone, who won 2 games last year, and they already have 5. I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. And, I mean, you think about it, this was an Exeter team. When we were freshmen, when the current seniors were freshmen as well, they were coached by Eric Franks. They went 4-3-1, or not 4-13-1. Year after that, they go 6-10-2. That's when Matt Eschenauer took over, and last year they go 7-11-1. That was the first county championship appearance in quite a little bit. Also, not to discredit Coach Franks for that 4-13-1 season, they did make the county championship the year before that. So, either it was the year before that or 2 years before that. I'm not exactly. I don't have the number with me. So, it's a program that's gone up and down. They've won 3 county champs, 1 district championship. 2008 was that District 3 title. They've won the county in 04, 08, and 2014. This Twin Valley team just has 1 title to their name. It's the 1973 District 3 3A title. Got to go back pretty far for that one, but they got a banner at least.
Hey, one's better than none.
Absolutely it is.
And what did you say, 1973?
1973, Andrew.
Wow.
Yeah.
52 years ago.
Oh, look at you doing math.
I think.
I'm proud of you. No, that's right.
Yep, 52
no, but
years
that was
ago.
quick, Andrew, I'm proud of you. My boss, Jeff Nolan, he is not so sound in the field.
Well, you know how I remember
okay.
that? I remember back in 23, it was Pink Floyd's 50-year anniversary of Dark Side of the Moon. Add 2 years on to that, 2025, 52.
Yeah, it was 23.
It was 23.
Yeah, it came out in 1973.
Yep.
Wow.
My dad was also born in 1973, so.
Good ball knowledge, Andrew. More like good
year
music
knowledge.
Anyways. We're going to take a little bit of a break. They're introducing the Exeter starters now. We'll have them on the other side of the break, and then they're going to do the national anthem. Same stuff as normal. This is a normal game. Just a chill Thursday night.
It's pink out.
Wednesday night. Hey, it's pink out as well. We got some good soccer coming up for you on the Student Sportscast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. So no national anthem tonight against what we said. It was played prior to the field hockey game. They don't do it twice in a night for some reason. Andrew, I'm not going to lie. I was in the other press box. I went to go grab a water.
You had to, sprint back.
Yeah, and then I heard them say that there was no national anthem. I'm like, woo, let's get back over here.
Uh-oh.
So we're starting just about on time. They said 7:45 was when we'd be starting this one. 7:48 it is now. And it's pretty impressive. They had to improvise with the They had to improvise with the field hockey game going on, but they got it done. And we are underway. So the Eagles start with the ball tonight. Andrew Carell, nice ball up for Sam Hartman. Back to Evan Smith. And nice ball up front from Jones, and it's just going to roll out past Hartman. Introducing the Exeter lineup tonight. Brenton Feathers in the net, as always, except that one game where he wasn't. Cody Eschenauer, Landon Campbell, Gavin Harner, and Ethan Jones on defense. Harner playing for Peterson, who's been dealing with that hip injury. Liam Dolan, Chase Knoll, and Andrew Carell at the midfield. And Evan Smith, Sam Hartman, and Braden Karras make up that really, really nice offense. Battling for Twin Valley. That's Josiah Horst. Goes over to the Eagles. And taken away by the Raiders once again. Man's tripped up. That was Segermark. Here comes Smith up front for it looks to be Dolan. Dolan loses control to the Raiders, and the Raiders are going to kick it back to the Eagles' line of defense. That'll be Eschenauer. A little bit of rain earlier, so the attendance is a little low.
I mean, there's just spitting.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know how people are. If there's even a threat, they won't go to the game. That's just how it is. Can't really change that.
Yeah, I guess that's smart.
Dolan, nice ball up front for Karras. Karras sprinting to this one. Up to Hartman. Hartman! Oh! Saved by the Raiders. Thrown in by the Eagles. Kicked out on the Raiders. Up front, and it's going to go out on the Eagles. Nice ball from Chase Knoll, who we had in the box a couple nights ago to call that girls' game. Andrew is back now.
I am.
Andrew, glad to have you back.
I'm glad to be here.
Andrew, are you going to be with us on Saturday?
I believe so.
There we go. That's a good girls' game coming up. Smith to Carell. Carell tripped up. Nothing called. Dolan has it now. Karras losing control. Whistle's blown. And it's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. Nice opportunity here early for the Eagles. Free kick comes in. Headed off. Saved by Roswick. Nice little effort by Ben Roswick in the net. He's just a sophomore getting the starting nod. So another foul called. This time it's going to be against the Eagles. Andrew, I always like, and I said this earlier, when Chase's dad does PA, he's good at it.
He knows his stuff.
He does, and that's why I had Chase do color commentary the other night ago. I mean, it's always good hearing him because it's like infraction ... It's going to result in
Offside infraction.
That's a family that knows what they're talking about. It's going to be in for a goal kick for Feathers and the Eagles. Brenson's first action of the night. Someone's horn going off in the distance.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
You know, what's not happening at the campus of Exeter Township Senior High
What's
School?
not happening at
Yeah,
Don
also,
Thomas Stadium?
So we had field hockey earlier, which we were talking about, and we also have volleyball going on indoors. That's against Twin Valley as well. So just a lot of athletics going on.
Yeah, just a lot of sports today.
Yeah. Ball up front for Smith. Roswick gets to it first. And he's going to kick it off. Yeah, and the volleyball team also played last night, so just a tight schedule for all of the teams. They played against Wilson, so Wilson and Twin Valley back-to-back is pretty that's rough.
Yeah,
Twin Valley's been a good program. Hey, Wilson, that girls' volleyball team is ranked number 4 in the state. They're good. They traded games with Exeter last year. Eagles beat them in the county championship, but ultimately in the first round of districts, they somehow get matched up again, and it's the Bulldogs who come out on top in that one. But we're not watching volleyball here. We're watching some good old footy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're not hitting the ball with our hands.
Nope.
Unless you're the goalie.
Yeah. Now to think about it, volleyball and soccer are kind of the exact opposite sport, aren't they?
They kind of are. I mean, the intention of soccer is to hit the ball in the net. But if you try to hit the ball in the net in volleyball,
then you're kind of screwed.
That's
not good.
Then you're bad.
Absolutely.
You're bad at volleyball.
Ball goes out, and it's going to be in for an Eagles throw-in. Hartman, nice opportunity, swiveling around. Hartman is going to lose control before he can take a nice shot on it. Knoll has it now. Knoll gets that one deflected off him, and the Raiders are going to take it away up front. There goes Josiah Horst, the senior. And now it's going to be out on the Raiders. So Eagles going to keep it on this half to our right. Carell gets a touch on it. Smith, nice ball up front. Defended by Landon Pratt. Up front for Karras. Karras going to have to drop it back for Dolan. And that kick is going to go out on Gavin Harner. We have a little bit different of a setup tonight. Our cameras and us, we're stationed in the right press box. For the girls' game, we're in the main press box. So if you're wondering why it looks a little bit different, that's why. Andrew Carell tries to take that one away, but not quite. Knoll's going to keep it, though. Back to Eschenauer, then Campbell to his left. Landing Campbell. And offsides is called.
Is he going to say it?
Yep.
Yep, you said it.
Exeter called for the offside infraction. Again, just good ball knowledge, man.
Very good ball knowledge.
Absolutely. This has been a sport I've only been watching for a couple of years. Kind of started with the boys soccer team, so there's just been so many people who have influenced, who's helped me understand the sport. Obviously, watching games is most important. That Reading United gig was pretty big for me for understanding the sport better. Here comes Hartman charging quick up front. Hartman, it's just going to go a little bit loose from him. It's going to go out. Are they going to say that it stayed in? They are.
That was close.
Andrew, I wouldn't say that was close. That looked very out. But maybe I was wrong. I'd like to see the replay on that one when I get a chance to.
Can we get VAR?
Andrew, we do not have those capabilities at the moment. It's going to go out on the Raiders. Out just the corner, but not for a corner kick.
What's your opinions on VAR?
I think it's good, man.
Think it's good?
I mean, not in high school sports. That would never work.
Well, yeah.
It's just too hard to standardize that at that level. But, I mean, it's great to have it for something like the MLS, Premier League, or even a league like the MLB, NFL, whatever you want to call it. No, big kick comes in. It goes loose. Money for Hartman. Ball comes loose from Roswick, and Hartman makes him pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Noel gets the assist on that one. He just sends a really nice kick in really hard. It was a far one, and Hartman just puts himself where he needs to be to take that one and put it right in the back of the net. So the Eagles lead this one 1-0.
Yeah, Noel. You could kind of equate that to basketball. Noel had a Noel hit the backboard, and then Hartman was there for the layup or rebound.
Yeah, there you go. 30-52 is going to be the clock. Yeah, they had a little bit of an issue here in-house. So 30-52 is what we're going to be at. So in the 10th minute of this game, it's Sam Hartman putting the Eagles on the board. That's big, man.
Yeah, in these last few games, we haven't seen Exeter strike this early.
Yeah.
Now
we saw the game against Weiser, we saw the game against Conestoga Valley, and it took a while for them to put one on the board. But, this one they're rolling, man.
I mean, it's got to be refreshing.
Oh, Andrew, did you watch the highlight reel from Monday?
I did.
Oh my God!
I did.
The sheer amount of unluckiness that Exeter had. Specifically Chase.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
so
man.
Yeah, it took it until about the 60th minute for Exeter to score. When they did, they got rolling. Hey, the boys, they take just 10 minutes to do this one. 6th of the time. No, another big kick comes in, but that one, nothing going on it.
Long shot well wide of the goal kick forward to win it.
Raiders with goal kick. We're going to take a brief timeout. We'll be back when they kick this one away. So the Eagles are right back in action. They're attacking this net pretty hard. And we're going to see what they do with this offensive. Jones, that pass trying to be headed off, but it's not quite. Chase Noel, again it comes loose from Roswick, but this time on Noel's kick, it's not going to cost him.
Deflected shot saved by Ben Roswick.
I mean, that's exactly what we saw in the first goal, but this time it rolls a little bit too far. The cross just does not find a man. They could have easily put it in if they had a man to the right side of the net, but unfortunately for the Eagles, they're not able to put their second on the board quite yet.
Yeah. Roswick's like, not this time. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but ball was hit pretty hard towards the fence, and it literally almost went into the trash can.
Oh yeah, yeah. On when we were on intermission, the ball literally looked like it was gonna go in the trash can.
That would have been incredible.
Krell trying to find someone on his pass to his left, and that man's gonna be wearing white. It's gonna be a Raider. Ball goes out on Twin Valley and right where Harner is, and the Eagles will throw this one in. Man, I love Twin Valley's colors. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, me too.
I always rave about them. I think the green looks so clean. Hey, that rhymed.
Yeah, the dark green too
Oh, absolutely.
with the white.
Andrew, I can't lie. I have a Twin Valley hoodie. You knew that. You knew that, right?
I know that.
Hey, Andrew, I literally have a part of my closet where I have only Exeter gear. So, for having a Twin Valley thing, you cannot blame me.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to say unbiased here on the broadcast.
Andrew, I'm wearing an Exeter shirt.
Okay.
No, technically we are not biased. If Twin Valley scores, if they have good play, we treat it just like Exeter would. Obviously, work very closely with the school and the team, but we never let our biases show. In fact, I don't even have bias. If Exeter wins, I don't care. If Twin Valley wins, I don't care. Ethan Jones here on the sideline, setting it up for Evan Smith. Smith, that ball comes right off of him. It looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it doesn't. Jones to Smith. Back to Jones. And now over to Eschenauer.
Hey, I got an idea. If we
Alright.
want to stay completely unbiased, you should take a bit of that Twin Valley hoodie and combine it with your Exeter hoodie, so you're wearing both.
Andrew, I don't have the sewing capabilities. Actually, I do know some people that do. My dad's Aunt Kathy.
Ah,
She's
maybe
great
you
with
should
it.
ask Aunt Kathy then.
You know what? Maybe, Andrew.
If we
Here
ever
comes the
end up
corner.
playing TV again.
Yeah, that ball just goes well loose with the teams, and it's going to be good for an Exeter corner. That's Knoll sending it in, and Twin Valley's going to get that far, far away. It's at the 25-yard line, just about. Hartman gets a touch on it, and Raiders do too. The Raiders kick it out. Here comes Eschenauer. Big kick deflected. Eschenauer's going to chase it all the way back and send it to his man, Landon Campbell. Ooh, Eschenauer takes a little bit of a tumble, and so does the defender, and we're going to have to take an injury timeout.
Clock stop for Twin Valley injury.
We'll be back when we have this injury situation cleaned up here at Exeter. Wishing the best for the man who just went down. We're back after the injury. So we are wishing the best for Luke Sasser, who came out of the game for the Raiders.
Yeah, that was just a really hard collision there.
Yeah, it took a little bit for him to get up, but he did get off on his own feet, so that's good at least. So
Yeah, wishing the best for him.
Roswick's going to take control, send it to the middle third. Now the Eagles will take it. Andrew, I can't tell. Does that say Raiders or their last name on the back of the jersey? Does that say Raiders? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell back.
It's kind of hard to see, but
It is, yeah.
it does say Raiders. You know, I don't think I know a single high school sport around here where it spells out their last name on the back. I guess that kind of makes sense, but that ball goes out on the Raiders, in for the Eagles' second corner of the night. Time is 8:08. Eagles lead this one 1-0. It's a hard corner, and it's going to go to the side of the net near that post and well out of bounds for a Twin Valley goal kick. Sub coming in for the Raiders. Returning, it's going to be Josiah Horst. Horst got some nice action earlier in this one, so it's good to see him back in. Raiders are able to control it until this ball comes loose. Up front for Chaos, Karras, and Karras is going to have it deflected to the side. It's going to go out on the Raiders. So good way to mitigate that threat, but the Eagles are going to keep it coming.
I love that we still call him Chaos Karras.
Hey, why not, man?
I mean, it just works.
So the Eagles will still control. It's Campbell to Eschenauer front for Jones. Taken away by Miller. And goes out on the Eagles. Twin Valley ball thrown in. It's going to be Landon Pratt. It's interesting that they have a player named Aiden Miller. If you recognize that name from the Phillies organization, he's probably their second best prospect behind Aiden Miller. Speaking of the Phillies, they've been on a roll.
They have.
Absolutely. Ball goes far enough back for Roswick to send that off, but Noel's going to kick it before anyone on Twin Valley's able to. Dolan charging hard. And that's going to go too far. Batted off by Landon Pratt. A score coming in from the Girls League, since there are a lot of girls games tonight. Exeter 10, Reading 0. And that was an earlier game because they were supposed to play at 7 and JV being at like 6. But I guess Reading didn't have enough for a JV team or something like that, or they just didn't play JV. So varsity was moved to 6, and Exeter, they handed to them 10-goal margin to victory. Free kick comes in, and it's Eschenauer sending it up for. Oh! Eagles score it. That was an interesting little sequence, but the Eagles, they score their second of the night on a free kick that just comes sailing in. Twin Valley unable to defend against it. Yeah, so that was Hartman who got the touch on it.
Yeah, so that was.
And Eschenauer with the free kick is credited with the assist. So Hartman with 2, it's going to be 2-0. 19th minute.
Yeah, that was a really clean sequence there from Eschenauer's very strong free kick to Hartman off his head. It looked like one fluid movement.
Yeah, it was a little crazy. Yeah, Roswick just not able to control it in the moment, and That's going to cost Twin Valley another goal. Eagles lead 2-0. So,
second goal of the night for Hartman.
Yeah.
And what, he's on the cusp of a third hat trick? I
Nope,
think?
that was Karras.
That was Karras.
It's easy
Oof.
to confuse them because
yes.
it's two really great players coming out of that class. Oh, close to a goal was Evan Smith trying to send it far, but it goes wide right. Yeah, so looking at the Eagles a little bit on the front, you have Hartman playing in the middle, Evan on the left, and then that's Karras on the right. Officially hit 20 minutes here in this first half, so we're halfway through this. We're about a quarter through this game. Ooh, big kick comes in from Eschenauer. Beans Miller on that one. Goes back to the Eagles, and Eagles will possess. There's Chase Knoll up to Carell. Dolan trying to take it away. Dolan has it stripped away from him. Raiders in business. And it goes all the way to Feathers. Feathers finally able to get some action on it again. And gives it right back to his men. Here comes a nice ball up front. Hartman, Smith controlling it. Batted off right back to the Eagles. Here comes a nice ball. Kick comes in, and it's off the goalpost.
Corner kick for Exeter.
It's going to be a corner for the Eagles. I guess Roswick touched it last. I'm not exactly sure why that happened. 'Cause, I mean, the kick came in, of course, from the Eagles, but nonetheless, third corner of the night for Exeter. Big game here tomorrow, Andrew. Powder Puff. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. Was this the second year of Powder Puff football, or?
Chase Knoll, corner comes in, headed off by the Raiders, and out for a fourth Eagles corner. No, so Andrew, they've been doing Powder Puff here for a long, long time. They do it at a lot of other schools too. But it's the second year that they do it in the fall during the school day. And they have all 4 grades.
Yeah, it's a great match.
Again headed off by the Raiders on that corner by Knoll. And Eagles are going to have to reevaluate their options here.
And that Powder Puff game is just one piece in a bunch of in a whole suite of homecoming events here.
So much
this
to
weekend.
do. Absolutely. I mean, tomorrow you have Powder Puff, you have the
parade.
bonfire/parade. Friday you have the game and early dismissal, so us Exeter students are pretty happy about that one. And then Saturday, of course, you have the homecoming dance. And got a soccer game in the morning against Palmyra. It's going to be at 10 a.m.
You can't ask for a better Saturday.
Absolutely. Don't want to think too ahead, but that Palmyra game is going to be interesting because Palmyra won that one last year, and Exeter's going to have to play without Kenzie Menser.
That will be an interesting game.
Absolutely. Karras keeps it in at the corner. It's Ryan Jones into the game. He subbed in just a little bit ago, and Campbell kicks it well off. Miller has speed, man. Aiden Miller, he's definitely their best player. He's been having a decent little game, just hasn't really been getting the ball to carry it down as far. Noah Grisbeck into the game. He's a sophomore on defense. but it looks like he might be in at midfield. He's listed as a defender. Not sure exactly what role he's going to play in this one for the Raiders. Corner to his left finds a man. Smith dribbling it away. Now to Andrew Carell. Carell trying to battle it past Miller. And the Eagles, slow and methodic offense. But unfortunately for them, actually fortunately for them, because it's going to be in for a corner.
Methodic. What an SAT word.
Andrew, that is not that hard of a word.
That was eloquent.
You got the SAT coming up, don't you?
I do.
There you go.
Thanks
October?
for reminding me.
Yeah, I know you're not excited. It's Null again taking the corner. No surprises here.
Yeah, I thought I'd be late for registration.
Oh! Off the crossbar! Wow. That was a close call. Null again, a kick on it. Stay diving! Save for Roswick. You don't twist it up. I mean, just everything's happening here at once. So Roswick is able to save that one after a bit of a weird series of events. That's something you'd find out of that Monday game against Weiser and Exeter, the girls' game. Campbell, really good ball up front for Hartman, and it's going to go out on the Raiders for yet another corner. It's the third within the minute. And already we have a significant amount of substitutions. It's going to be Shore, Logan Knoll, and Liam Thomas. So both Knoll brothers are in together again. As we were saying earlier in the season, it's their first year on this roster together. Twin Valley just kicks it right off. They don't even want it close to the net. Number 7 coming in. That game against Boone yesterday, Exeter had 6 corners, and they've already beaten it with 7. And that corner is just going to go way far. Knoll trying to find his brother on that one, and unsuccessful as it's going to be in for a Twin Valley throw-in. I find it funny that, like, Premier League coaches, you see them on the sideline wearing, like, suits and stuff.
They're wearing blazers, yeah.
Maybe they just got normal shirts. Couple hoodies.
Yeah, like Pep Guardiola.
Hey, I don't blame. Like what?
Pep, isn't that his name, Pep Guardiola?
Andrew, I do
for
not.
Man United.
I do
The
not.
Man United
I do
coach?
not follow Premier League like that. I claim to be a Chelsea fan because I went there and got a couple jerseys. That is it.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Eagles with it. Ryan Jones kicks it up front for Thomas. Thomas trying to keep this one in, and gonna be out on Thomas and the Eagles, and for a goal kick for the Raiders. Hey, Thomas had his first career start, the sophomore. That's pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
So nice little moment for Liam and the Thomases. Got about 11 and change to go in this first half. Since we were a little bit of a late start, we'll probably have some girls' scores rolling in real time during the second half. Not sure if we'll have any besides that Exeter girls won. And stay up to date over past 2 days with all the games being played across Berks, the Boys and Girls League, with our ticker in the bottom screen. Custom fitted to be pink just for the occasion.
Yeah, and everything on this stream basically is pink.
Hey, pink guy, you gotta go crazy, man.
Gotta love the effort.
Yeah, it's an effort to support the fight against pediatric cancer. So that's why they do it. It's always great to see. Feather's the only one wearing pink on field, but that Exeter sideline is just littered with pink. I wouldn't say littered, but I don't know if that's the right word with the right connotation, but that ball is going to go far and in for a goal kick. That was Shore getting some time. Shore Sr. has seen the pitch a couple times this season. He's a pretty good rugby player as well. Berks is a really good rugby program. I know they don't officially do it through the schools, but that team has gotten some places.
In a place like the United States, you wouldn't expect to see a lot of rugby, but hey, I've known some people who've gone through the school who play rugby. Didn't one of the Cachases do it? Wasn't that like Anthony or whatever who played?
Anthony didn't, because Anthony was all football and basketball. But you're right, one of the Cachases did.
Yeah.
I'd have to ask
It might have
Victoria.
been Dom or Nick.
Yeah, Dom Jr.
Dom Jr., yeah.
Yes. Here comes Chase Knoll up front, sending it to his brother. Brotherly love on the pitch. You love to see it, man. Eschnauer almost loses his footing on that one, but he stays up and he gives it back to Harner. So he's left. He finds Shore. And it's kicked far off to the Eagles defense. But Twin Valley now with a little bit of a chance. They're trying to get something going. Kick comes in, and it's right to Roswick. It's taken by Ryan Jones. I believe that's his first shot of the entire year. Shots on stats can be a little shoddy. But Jones, he's not a starter. He gets in from time to time, so it's good to see him in, of course. And Twin Valley kicks that out through the side. So, not another corner, but it's going to be a throw in for the Eagles pretty close to the net. Thrown in by Jones. There's Hartman. Again, Hartman with 2 goals already in this one. Hartman is now up to 10 goals on the season. And the Raiders try and deal with this threat, but not quite able to because there's Smith in the goal. Twin Valley trying to deal with that threat, but yeah, it's, Evan Smith right there. Long kick, left foot, right side of the net. 3-0 our score.
Yeah, he was just right there where he needed to be there. Smith finds his first goal of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Smith and Hartman still remain in this one. Liam Thomas did come in for Karras. Andrew, I don't think we're going to see the Karras hat trick we were looking for. Hey, maybe we'll see the Hartman's on watch for it, though.
I wouldn't say watch, I'd say alert.
It's like when you're watching baseball and you have like the it's like a no
Perfect game.
It's
perfect
like
game warning.
5 innings and like maybe you'll see like maybe you'll hear murmurs about a no-hitter going on, and then like 7th inning it's like no-hitter through 7 2/3, and like they put the graphic on screen. So
It's always hype when you see something like that.
but yeah, I mean we're in the 6th or 7th inning here, 2/3 of the way done for the hat trick, but we'll see what happens. Landon Campbell re-entering. He's going to come in for Eschenauer. So Hartman came into this game tied for, or not tied, he was in sole 5th place for goals scored in Berks. Here comes Hartman on a kick, and it's just going to go too far. Eagles kick it out. Trying to find Violon on that, and Violon gets a little tripped up before he can put the goal-scoring kick on it. So goal kick coming in for the Raiders.
Hey, it was a good kick, though.
No, not bad. Not bad at all.
Not
So
bad ball there.
As I was saying, Hartman came into this game 5th place for goal scoring in Berks County. He had 8, and now he's at 10. So that's going to tie him for 4th place with Tulpa Hawkins' Connor Hussman. They're behind Milan Kosiba from Schuylkill Valley with 15, and Abu Bari from Conrad Weiser, who we saw the other night ago, had that incredible goal with 30 seconds left, 18 goals. I mean, we were talking with Coach Eschenauer before the game, and one of the points was that Conrad Weiser game, it was 3-0, but it was not a 3-0 game.
No.
It was more like a 1-0 game with how it was played. You know, you had one late goal in like the 75th minute, and then you had that Barry goal with 30 seconds left. That was just nuts. Nothing you could do about that for Exeter.
No, that game was very competitive through 90% of it. But Exeter just, I wouldn't say fell apart, but some cracks fell through at the very end there, and Conrad Weiser was able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, Hartman was tripped up there a little bit, but nothing happening. Kick goes right to Roswick, and Twin Valley able to prevent number 4 from coming in. Speaking of the number 4, 4 minutes to go and about 25 seconds. Andrew Carell sends a kick in. It's going to go off Twin Valley and back to Chase Knoll. Taking a look at the upcoming Exeter schedule, they got Mifflin, that is on Saturday on the road. Then they got Muhlenberg on the road. Daniel Boone here at home is their next one to look out for. That's senior night. Uh-oh! Hartman! He's just going to have it taken away for him. Pulled Roswick out pretty far, but not able to put that one through the back. Eagles will get a corner. Number 8 coming in. Yeah, so that Boone game is senior night. Get excited for that one. We're going to have the whole senior night ceremony here for you on the Student Sportscast. Big kick comes in. It's a really nice corner, but it's just going to fall into Twin Valley before the Eagles can get a touch. Thankfully, though, that ball goes out on Segermark, and Jones able to take control. But now Jones is kind of comes loose with it, and it goes through for a goal kick, Twin Valley. 3 minutes going in this first half. Again, Eagles leading this one 3-0. Another talking point we had with Exeter, they're trying to, they don't want to play their guys too hard in this one because it's 3-0 already. They're looking pretty good. So if they have all of their starters out the entire time, they're going to get tired. They're not going to be ready for their next couple of games. But you don't want to risk injury, of course. Free kick by Campbell's going to fall a little short of where he wanted it. And but they do want to put a nice number on the board because if they do, that'll help them in the District 3 rankings. And District 3 rankings, as he said, not only help them get where they want to be, but it's going to give them a higher seed. If they get the 2 or the 3 seed, they're going to be on the opposite side of the bracket from Conrad Weiser guaranteed. If they get 4 or 5, well, that's a semifinal game against a Weiser team that they don't want to face until at least the championship.
No, I'd say that's a good goal for Exeter. Try not to play that Weiser team in their side of the bracket, and that would be a great boys county championship.
Oh, it would be.
See a rematch against Weiser and Exeter.
And we're going to see what this Exeter team does against Conrad Weiser later in the season. They'll play in Robizonia. Jones up front. Hartman to Thomas. Back to Hartman. Hartman loses control. Now over to Jones and Corral. Eagles just able to find a way to keep it. Just one way or another, this ball is staying with a man wearing black. Nice cross by Violon, but Thomas not able to put the shot on it. Had a few too many men in front of him. And 1 minute warning comes in for this half. Eagles did not make the district playoffs last season. Did make the counties, snuck in as the 8th seed, lost to Wise in the first round. Not trying to have that happen again. And with how they're playing this season, I don't think they will. I mean, if they win this one, they'll be 6-2-1. Right now, they're ranked 12th in districts and 3rd in the division. And that's just because they're tied with Boone and everything except Boone has one more draw. Here comes Ryan Jones, kick up front. Twin Valley bats it off. Shore up front to find Violon. Does find it before it goes out, and now it goes out on the Raiders for a corner. But corner's not going to matter. Clock's winding down with 4, 3, 2, and 1. They get it off, but who cares at this point? Horn's blown, so they're walking off the field. It's halftime. Eagles lead 3-0. We're going to take a little bit of a break when we're back. The halftime show at Don Thomas Stadium for you. Thanks for joining us for 40 minutes of soccer. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. Don't go anywhere. We got 40 more coming for you. And we're back with about 4 minutes to go left in halftime. We're going to have a little bit of a chat with what's been going on. What's going on? That's a great album, Andrew.
Yeah. Who's that? Who's that?
You don't know? It's Marvin Gaye.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
one of the most classic albums of all time.
Wow, I am disappointed in myself.
Yeah, Andrew, you should
I
be.
am very disappointed in myself.
So what's going on in this game? 3 goals for the Eagles, 0 for the Raiders. 11 minutes in, Hartman puts it in, and then again in the 19th, it's Hartman once again, and then fast forward about 14 minutes from then, and it's Evan Smith with 7 minutes left in this first half, and he puts the Eagles with their 3rd goal of the night on a weird little free kick. So they're feeling good. What are you thinking if you're Coach Eschenauer right now?
I'd be pretty content about what's going on right now. I describe this game so far as being passive. It hasn't really been too aggressive. Exeter hasn't really been challenged much.
Yeah.
But to be up 3 goals at halftime, that's got to be a good sign. And yeah, I think if you're Coach Esch and thinking about that, you got to be at least a little bit content, especially after going, drawing against Daniel Boone and then taking 2 losses. They did win against Coatesville.
They did,
correct?
yeah. Yeah, but before the Coatesville and Boone games, they had lost 2 of the 3 ahead of that to Conestoga Valley and Weiser. Of course, they had the Fleetwood win in the middle of that pack. But the goal after that draw that they didn't want against Boone, was to just come back here and take care of business, and I think that's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
3-0 right now.
And this game could be sort of a rallying cry for Exeter, I'd say. They've gone through a little bit of a rough patch here these past couple of days, minus the game against Coatesville. But this could be a rallying cry for this team. Winning a game like this could obviously it's not a match like we've seen against Conrad Weiser where it was a match for it's not a high stakes game, but it could play a huge role long term as Exeter looks to gain momentum as we get into October here.
And you think about it, Exeter really wants to come home with this. If they can get the division, that'd be great. If Weiser takes it. They're just a great team. But if Exeter can at least come home with 2nd place in Berks too, that would be great. That'd be the first time in quite a minute that they've been able to, because they've been placing 3rd in their division for many straight years, at least the past 3 years. Twice in Division 1 in 22 and 23, and then 3rd place in Division 2 last year when they made that switch in Berks alignment. They have looking forward at the schedule again. Mifflin's a winnable game on the road. They just lost to Reading. Mifflin soccer, the boys team, has been struggling past years. Muhlenberg, they are coming off a county championship. They did beat Exeter in the regular season last year, but that is certainly a winnable game for the Eagles. It was last year when Exeter was worse and Muhlenberg was better. Let's see what happens this year. Even though Muhlenberg is still a very respectable squad over there, and they'll be playing at Muhlenberg. Then they'll come back home for Boone, and I think that Boone game is going to be, weirdly enough, like the biggest game of the season for them. I know the Weiser one was big, of course, but they disappointed a little bit. Maybe not disappointed too much. They put up a nice fight. And then that second Weiser game, of course, will be good too. But to see if they are able to host Boone and do better against the Blazers than they were last night, that's big.
That is big, yeah.
After that, they'll head to Manheim Township. Andrew, I couldn't tell you a single thing about the Blue Streak soccer team, so I don't know if this team could. I don't know if Exeter could either. I think that's just they're going into the unknown. A weird late-season non-league matchup on a Saturday.
Uncharted territory, we would say.
And then you got Wilson, also a huge game. There's a lot of big ones coming up.
Yeah, and as we trek down the path of October here, it's gonna get it's gonna get a little bit eventful,
You
I'd
know,
say.
a win against Boone counts the same as a win against Weiser at the end of the day.
I'd
A
say
win against
so.
Boone
Yes.
or Twin Valley or anyone. We're away here in the second half. They just got to get it done. That's what they got to do. They got to take it game by game, day by day, and they can't drop a game like this. That would severely hurt them.
No.
Especially
yes,
you're up
it would.
3-0 at half. You know, they got to find a way to maybe add on. We'll see how they finish here. We'll see how Twin Valley's able to respond. I mean, Twin Valley, this would be a huge win for them. Ryan Jones starting out here in the Exeter lineup to start the second half. He gets a little kick on it, goes all the way back to Feathers. No scores currently reported from any of the girls' games. We know besides that Exeter Reading won, officially online we don't have anything, but that was a report that we saw from Exeter's own social media themselves. So Exeter with a nice little chance here to start this second half. Harbin back to Dolan. To Ryan Jones. Dolan again. Dolan just slicing through. Smith slices that pass through like butter. And Hartman, instead of taking a shot on goal, sends it back to Eschenauer to chase Knoll. A big kick and over the net. It was just out of the reach of the diving Roswick. But it didn't matter. Landon Campbell passes it right for Jones. Now it's over to Harbin. Back to Jones, and it's out on the Raiders. Thrown in for Knoll and hit back out by the Raiders. Just going all over. Exeter trying to get something going. Headed off. What's Smith able to do with it? He has a couple men on him, and it's swatted right off. Logan Knoll is not in the game right now for the Eagles. Cody Eschenauer has returned. Gavin Horner has not seen time here in the second half. Actually, excuse me. Yes, that is Gavin Horner on the far side. It is Ethan Jones that has not seen time. Got a little mixed up with those two defenders. So, yeah, Gavin Horner is in to start both halves, but Ethan Jones is not. Instead, it'll be Ryan Jones. Andrew Carell puts a nice spin on that one for Smith. Smith trying to find it. Looks to be Hartman. Unsuccessful. It's going to roll far, but stays in Exeter's hands. Literally, because he's throwing it in. Otherwise, if it was not a throw in, it wouldn't be.
It'd be in their feet.
Wouldn't be in their feet.
It'd be against their feet.
Something like that, Andrew. Liam Dolan, the sophomore transfer from BC, has it swatted right away from him. And again, in the hands of the Eagles with that throw in. Knoll coming up front pretty hard, has a man on him. Here comes a nice cross in. Hartman. It's good for a field goal. Not for a goal, though. Andrew's making the official, like, goalpost sign here in the booth.
It's good.
Hey, Andrew, you could throw a fun fact about Andrew, guys. At his 16th birthday party, one of our friends got Andrew 16 random items from Goodwill to celebrate. And one of those included a PIAA official's uniform. It wouldn't be good here because it's black and white. It's striped.
It's a basketball one, I think.
I think, yes.
It's a basketball one.
It is basketball. So if Andrew just wanted to walk on as PIAA official, I don't know how well that would go for you, but
I don't know what credentials I'd need for that, but
hey, maybe the shirt's just good enough.
the shirt's just good
They
enough.
have the patch on the side.
Yeah.
You can see right there on the refs wearing yellow. That ball goes pretty far from the Eagles, but charging is Twin Valley's Josiah Horst, unsuccessful.
Yeah.
And Karras' pass over to his right for the shot did not net anything.
Yeah, you know, at the beginning of the year when they were just talking about the Powder Puff game, there was an opportunity for refs for the football game.
Yeah.
And immediately I had the thought of wearing my PIAA, even though it's a basketball jersey.
You look
wearing
too
that.
good for them, though. Charging hard is Liam Thomas, and losing it not hard is Liam Thomas.
It doesn't help that I really don't know anything about football rules, but
Andrew, I cover football on a weekly basis, and sometimes I even get a little mixed up with it.
hey, they don't really. Do they have an offsides rule in football?
They do.
Really?
I don't know how it works. It is something with positioning.
Okay.
But there is an offsides.
I guess it's not a.
Well, of course, it's about positioning if it's offsides. That is kind of the point of the rule in all sports. But
you know,
it's some. I don't know how to explain it, Andrew.
I guess it's easier to understand than offsides in soccer, though.
I don't know.
The offsides rule in soccer is just.
It's not that hard to get.
What is like you have to be
I think
behind the second defender.
the
or something
exceptions
like that.
are what is confusing. It makes sense. You have a guy past the last line of defense. Yeah, it's offsides, but then there's just weird exceptions to it.
Yeah, and that's what makes it complicated.
Yeah. It's kind of just been a back and forth effort here on this left side of the pitch. Not much has been happening.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's kind of a passive game tonight. I guess both teams are tired. That's probably why.
Yeah. I know Twin Valley doesn't want to wear themselves out too much. They have Wilson tomorrow. Wilson, they're hard, especially for a team that after tonight is likely going to be 1-8 unless they mount a nice little comeback here in the second half. But I think Wilson's still a winnable game for them. Anything can happen in sports. That's kind of the beauty of it.
Yeah, it's truly anybody's game. Not just for this game, but like
Any
for
sport.
any game.
Any sport.
Entering the match, number 18, Keegan McCarthy for Exeter.
There's a new name we haven't seen yet this season. Keegan McCarthy entering for the Eagles, the sophomore. He plays for Reading Ridge Surf, and he wears number 18. He enters on defense. Big corner kick taken, and just misses everyone. Goes well far, and it's in for a throw-in for white and green.
Now entering the match for Twin Valley, number 22, Josiah Horst.
Josiah Horst entering the game for Twin Valley, and I think out of all their options, he's been the one that's been the most impressive. He's been putting on some good pressure. Just not enough to score. And he has a lot of good defenders in front of him because Exeter has a lot of really good options on defense. Throw into Andrew Carell is missed, but Carell somehow still able to control it, and it's intercepted. Now back to the Eagles. Now back to the Raiders. And the Raiders will keep it. Liam Dolan trying to switch it again, but here comes the Raiders all the way across the field, and the whistle's blown. That's Segermark making a nice little impact, and they draw the foul for a free kick. This has been their best opportunity the entire night for sure.
Yes, it has been.
And it'll be Aiden Miller taking the free kick.
Hey, if they execute on this one, who knows what could happen here?
Yeah, I think Aiden Miller is definitely the best fit to be taking this one. It's on a line drive, batted off by the Eagles. It's going to fall all the way back to Miller.
Yeah, ball just hit a wall there. Straight denied.
Now it goes all the way up for Smith. This is a nice little chance. Smith, a kick on it. I don't know if he was trying to shoot that or cross that or what, but whatever he was trying to do, it's going to fall unsuccessful, and it's going to be kicked off by Roswick.
Did you have anybody there to cross to?
No, but it didn't really look like a good shot attempt. I couldn't tell you what the intention of it was. I think if Karras came up hard enough, Karras is playing center forward right now. If he came up a little harder, a little sooner, maybe he could have gotten to him. I'm not sure. A little bit of a stat from Monday night. Conrad Weiser's goal, Taylor Raybould had 20 saves. That's a pretty nice amount.
That is, yeah.
There were conflicting reports on whether or not she had 20 or 30. I mean, 30 would be insane.
Wow.
But the official book had her at 20. So, in case we're wondering, because there were also some posts on social media about the number being 30. We ultimately went with 20 just because we go with the official book and what they have.
That's a big difference between the official book and what people are saying now.
Yeah.
10 saves is a lot.
Yeah. I mean, to put it in perspective, Feathers had 11 last night in a 0-goal game against a decent little team. That shot, or whatever that kick was, is going to go well out. Raiders the goal kick. Just under 27 to go in this game. Still no girls scores coming in except that one that we saw from the Exeter team. A little look at the boys action from last night, since that's when most teams are in action again. These teams are the only ones playing tonight because of some scheduling conflicts and just a weird night that they're playing. Governor Mifflin 0, Reading 1. That was in Shillington. Tulpehocken 4, Wyomissing 1 in Tulpe. Schuylkill Valley hosted Brandywhites and took the 1-0 win. Slim margin. Conrad Weiser 3, Twin Valley 0. There was a report early on through a not reliable source that Twin Valley had won 1-0 on an overtime goal. And I was a little like, whoa. But then I found out about 20 minutes later, the social media account that had posted that, for some reason, was not telling the truth. There's a goal by the Eagles. That's number 4 of the night. There's Karras' first of the night. We knew he'd have something going. 4-0 our score with 25-41 on the board here in Exeter.
Hey, Karras could still score a hat trick in this game. There's still more time for him. But even if he doesn't, I mean, at least getting a goal up there is good for him.
Absolutely. So Exeter's just been smooth and steady all night.
It has been pretty smooth.
Absolutely. Here comes Hartman up front, trying to strike quickly once again. He's going to fall unsuccessful in his efforts. Eschnauer back to his defender, Tyler Campbell, now over left to Jones. Here comes Knoll playing some hard defense. Campbell gets it, sends it out front for Karras. Karras trying to find Dolan, unsuccessful. Karras and Dolan still laying on some pressure, and Dolan's actually going to come away with it. Jones to Knoll. Front for Karras. There's a few men in front of him, but he has space. Finds Hartman with a little more space. Now it's Knoll tripped up, and Raiders take it away. This was Karras' 4th goal of the season. Last year he had 6 goals, 5 assists. Was named Berks honorable mention All-Star for his efforts.
Exeter substitution number 10, Logan Knoll.
Logan Knoll coming into the game. A little quick on the PA. You want to know why? He knew even though his son was well away at the scorer's table that he was coming in. He knew exactly where that outline was. And shout-outs to Brian Smith, who always does a really good job of communicating the substitutions who scored very quickly. One of the best score keepers that you'll find in soccer around here.
Yeah, Mr. Smith really does a great job.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, if you wanted to, could probably be a coach. He knows everything about the team. He travels with them, and of course, he's Evan's dad, so he hears a lot. So
Nah, he's just awesome for the team.
absolutely.
It's great to have him.
Campbell charging him pretty far. He's going to hold on to it. A little uncharacteristic of Landon. Landon still playing up hard, and he trips before he can get to that one. And it's going to roll back way far. But there is just no one to take it away. It goes all the way to Feathers in the net. Maybe, the second or third time he's lost it in this half?
He's out picking grass again.
Picking turf.
Picking turf, yeah. I mean,
And
you
I
could
gotta
still pick grass, you know what I mean?
Something like
It's
that.
the whatever it is.
It's symbolic.
Symbolic, yes.
Yeah. Here comes a cross to find a man. That's Hardman. Tackle comes in. A nice one by Miller.
Yeah, that was clean.
Yeah, that absolutely was. Hey, he's picking grass, or he's picking turf, or whatever you want to say. I'm picking turf out of my shoes because I was on the field without cleats for about 35 minutes running around trying to mic up a field hockey player. So my shoes have those little. If you've ever been on turf field before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about with those little
Oh, they're awful.
balls that just sit in the bottom of your shoe.
Aren't they like tire rubber, I think?
I don't know.
I think they're tire rubber. I think that's what they are. And fascinating thing, like if you're on the turf, during like a hot summer day, since there's that like tire rubber on the turf gets super hot.
Yes.
And it's not fun.
This is true. Karras tried to take a little kick on it. It would have been his second goal tonight. Ryan Jones sends that up to Roswick, and he's going to control it. 20 and change to go in this one. Big kick comes in. Who's going to find it? It's Roswick. He gets a hand on it before anyone's able to put it in for the Eagles, but they still have a chance. He's not able to hold on to it entirely. Here comes Jones charging on the right side. It's going to go out on the Raiders, and Eagles will be throwing this one in. We're ready to take a little bit of a break as some subs come in. We'll be right back. And we are back. Ethan Shore returned to the game for the Eagles. He saw some action earlier. Here comes Logan Knoll. Knoll up front. Liam Thomas trying to head it in, but it's going to just over him. Here comes Danny Wolf into the game for Exeter. Wolf taking a shot on the net once this season. Thomas has taken 2, had 1 goal. Liam's listed as a midfielder, but I don't think he really plays midfield.
Is he more on defense?
No,
or
offense.
Offense.
He
Offense.
usually comes in for either Karras or Hartman or someone. Here comes the goal kick. Off the chest of Eschenauer. Again off the chest of Eschenauer. And it's going to go out on the Raiders. Man, it feels weird that the county championships are in a month from now.
Yeah, it
We
feels
are-
like we just started.
We are quickly approaching.
You know, you get through those first couple weeks of school and it feels like forever, but like, you know, I think think of it like a machine. Like the cogs of the machine were just starting up here these first couple of weeks, but now the machine's running and it's running fast.
Yeah. And you got the MLB playoffs coming up too quick. That'll be the time of the championship series. I remember when I was covering the 2023 championship series, my memory could be serving me wrong, but I think the first game, it was at Hamburg, and it was Fleetwood and I don't know who it was. It was Fleetwood beating someone else. And Hamburg's press box has a TV in it, which is pretty nice. There's also a lot of bugs in that press box. But the TV was nice, and they were playing the Phils. And I believe that was the Kimbrel collapse in either game 4 or 5.
Yeah, it was tragic.
Actually, it was 3 or 4. I
Yeah.
forgot what it was. But that was one of the nights that they were playing in Arizona. And I was feeling really great about that series. Going up 2-0 on a Diamondbacks team that was like barely over 500. I mean, I'm scared that the Phillies will collapse like they have in past years. But I also feel really good because they've been playing like the best team in baseball. So I couldn't tell you.
They're a really odd team, I'd say. They're a really odd team to
They're being
judge.
so inconsistent, man.
They're very inconsistent. And that's not good when you're going into the playoffs because you need to be consistent.
Oh, exactly.
Consistency is
here's
key.
Here's the thing, Andrew. You've been getting so much action from guys like Bader and Kemp. Can you rely on that? I don't think so. Here comes a nice opportunity for Exeter on the cross. It's going to be unsuccessful. He hit his own man there on defense, and that looked like it hurt a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a whoopsies there.
Number 11 for Swing Valley, Evan Serva. And for the Eagles, entering for the first time tonight, number 3, Mason Sarah.
Hey, Mason Sarah into the game for the Eagles. That's another name we haven't seen yet this season. Eagles throw it in. So, yeah, he's coming in for the first time tonight. I don't think it's his first game of the season, but
It's his first appearance tonight.
Mm-hmm. Now, we talked earlier if we were going to see Jaden Widener in the net at some point. No indication that he will be in, but I wouldn't particularly be surprised. His only varsity time so far was that start when there's a little hurry with Feathers coming back from that tournament. Nice ball, trying to find Karras, taken off by the Raiders. Now to Eschenauer. Eschenauer, man, he's good on defense. He hasn't had to play too much of it tonight. But he's good. Karras saved!
Yeah, that was a tough shot there by Karras.
Could have been number 2 for the sophomore, but instead of Roswick gets physical, lays out for it.
Yeah, it's diving
Takes
save. That
control.
was very good there from Roswell. Before that attempt, I heard some car beeping sporadically in the distance.
Andrew, what did I say? You never know what's
You
happening
never know.
here.
You never know what's going on.
You really don't.
I mean, it's 9, 10 at night right now. It's a little past 9 o'clock at night, and we're already hearing these crazy car sounds.
Still no girls soccer scores coming in.
Wow.
It's probably just a slow time to report them. They're probably all done by now. I guarantee they're all
Most
done
likely,
by now.
yeah.
Unless it goes into double overtime. There's Logan Knoll working hard with Chase Knoll again, and Logan Knoll's just taken out there.
He gets up, though.
Yeah, Logan's quick to get up.
Glad to see that.
Some physical defense, and it's going to result in a direct free kick. Looks to be taken by Hartman. Hartman did not send that far, but Eschenauer did. Eschenauer sent it way high and right of the goal.
Yeah.
It's an interesting approach. Not
That
sure I've
was,
seen
yeah.
anything like that on a free kick. Not from Exeter, at least.
I think that was supposed to be a fake out there. They're expecting him to kick right into the goal there, but
Is it
instead he subverted their expectations. I think Eschenauer there was trying to take advantage of that, but unfortunately he just shot a little bit too high.
So the Raiders now will have their own free kick opportunity. It'll be a little farther for them. About 60 yards from the net. Bang.
Yeah.
And Jones goes bang. And right to Karras, contested by Miller. Headed off by Miller.
Some great commentary, Adam.
Goes out on the Raiders. Eagles ball.
Substitution again for both teams. For Twin Valley, number 15, Noah
Turning for the Eagles, that's Landon Campbell coming in for Eschenauer. Don't expect Eschenauer to come back into this game. He's played a good one. He always does.
Yeah, but our time here is limited.
10 minutes and change to spare. Clock reads 9:14 here in Reiffton. Here comes Karras charging hard, but they're going to get back to Roswick before anything happens. The Eagles will contest in the middle third of the field. And they will be successful as Logan Knoll comes out with it. Hardman up front. It's going to go well too far. It's cooling down here.
Yeah, I think
This
this
is
is
great
the
weather.
coldest it's been so far.
You think?
Coolest, yeah. Well, at least for these games. I just remember I think last Saturday we were here and it was muggy. It was really muggy and really
Andrew,
warm.
it is 67 degrees right now.
Wow.
If you think this is cold, get ready.
Oh no, I'm not saying this is cold. Oh, Adam, if this was winter, if this was like fall, this would be warm. This is warm weather right now compared to what we're about to see.
Either way,
Don't tell me that you think I'm ready
Andrew.
for cold weather.
I'm
preparing myself.
I
I
am
am very
just
ready.
saying, Andrew, get ready.
I am Mr. Cold Weather. I love cold weather.
Big cold weather guy.
I'm big cold weather guy.
Yeah,
Big cold weather guy.
I can tell.
In fact, I'm counting down the days to September 21st. That's when the fall equinox
You're
is.
counting down to the equinox.
Yes.
Are we serious, Andrew?
Yes. For fall to start. Everyone now is like, oh my God, it's pumpkin spice season already. It's spooky season. No, it's not fall yet. The equinox
it's
hasn't
soccer.
hit yet.
It's fall sports season. What's 4 days going to make a difference?
Everything, Adam, everything.
I do agree. There are people that say like fall starts in August, but
it's 87 degrees and humid
it
in
doesn't.
August.
It does not start in August. It is fall by this point, Andrew.
I could argue. You could argue that it is.
It's a vibes thing. It's a cultural shift.
Yeah.
I think school's mainly the culprit of that.
It is. Yeah, definitely. I'd say that. What I find kind of crazy is that out of the 12 months of the year, there's only one month where we just don't have school. That's July. Every single other month we have school.
It's not that weird. It's
I
a
don't know.
little strange.
It's food for
June
thought.
barely counts. I mean, our graduation is set for June 4th.
So does August, I'd say.
That barely counts, but that counts a little more. Also, Mifflin starts like a week or two ahead of us. Ain't that crazy? But those that get out a week or two ahead of us, too.
Yeah. I just remember when Mifflin got out like the May 27th that one year. Like they got out crazy early with that one year.
Well, I remember they were out of school and playing in like the district championship. So
For
like
what
that
sport?
for
Volleyball?
baseball.
Baseball.
And volleyball,
And
too,
volleyball,
actually. Yeah,
yeah.
baseball and volleyball both had nice little runs in the state, and they were out of school way ahead of that state run. I've seen that happen with, like, maybe one sport. I think that happened with Exeter boys volleyball. That's the only sport I can recall
Yes,
that
I
happened.
do remember that.
When
yeah,
they made it
that
to the
did happen with
state
Exeter
semi
boy.
2 years in a row.
Yes.
That was a darn good team, Andrew.
Oh, yeah, Gage Gabriel.
Andrew knows Gage.
We miss him. I saw him at graduation, actually. He attended.
Yeah, he had a lot of friends in that class. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, ball comes up front for Mason Sarah, who's still in the game. Jones sends it up front, and Offsides is called against the Eagles.
Offsides infraction.
That's coming on the freshman, Kieran McMenamin. So Coach Ash is just mixing everything up in this one. Except the net. Brenson's just... Andrew, can we get a shot of Brenson over here? Brenson's just chilling.
He is. He's just standing there.
Oh, here's a little... Hey, there we go. Here's his kick.
What a play from Breton there.
Well, he kicked it out to be in for a Twin Valley
Holy
throw-in.
mackerel.
You know, Andrew, and there are some schools that would consider that a save. You know? I'm not saying it is. I'm
By
saying
definition,
that's
that's a
I'm
save, I
saying
guess.
that's
I don't
not
know.
a save. It's clearly not a save.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there are some bookkeepers who would score that a save.
Yeah, that's
It
confusing.
just
I don't.
kind of baffles me how it is subjective completely.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I think to be a save, it has to be a viable shot on the net.
Yeah, and you also have to put more effort as a goalie than just kicking it, I'd say.
Yeah. About 4 minutes and 10 to go in this one. Eagles look to be cruising to the win in this one and look to secure a clean sheet. They've kept the ball almost the entire match, and now Twin Valley has had a few opportunities, but that's after Exeter has emptied essentially their entire bench. Hey, but here comes a starter, and again, that's Andrew Carell. So Carell's coming in for Hardman. Hardman exits this game with a really nice stat line. 2 goals for him, the first 2, and of course it was Smith with the second and Karras with the third. Or Smith with the third, Karras with the fourth. So, unless something crazy happens in these last 3 minutes or so, the Eagles will jump to 2-1-1 in the league, and that will put them back in second place, even though Boone took it from him. But they'll just be behind Conrad Weiser now.
That's big for Exeter, I'd say, to be back in that second place spot. They got a little bit of a shock there when they tied with Boone, but
but I think as part of our conversation with Coach Eschenauer is Boone just stuffed them.
They did.
Stuffed them on defense. Yeah. And that, I mean, how are you going to score against it? But again, when you're stuffing them all on defense, you're going to have one guy up front. So that's why they scored none. That's why Exeter wasn't able to score any. Logan Knoll sends that off to Liam Thomas. Man, a lot of sophomores into this game. It's a really nice sophomore class for the Eagles.
No, yeah, I'd definitely say the same as well.
Sophomore and senior classes, they're big. And then you got Carell as a freshman. Got a couple guys in the junior class as well.
I'd say it's definitely great for Exeter to have a bunch of sophomore talent because not only will they be there next year as juniors, but they'll also be there as seniors as well.
Yeah,
they got
absolutely.
this team's got like 2 more years with this pretty strong sophomore class here.
Yeah. Of course, losing all these seniors is going to hurt.
It's going to hurt a lot, yeah.
But ultimately, they're going to be all right, I think. I mean, I remember the ramblings not last year, the first year I started here, so that was 2 years ago. And the ramblings were that, we have a good freshman class coming up next year. And in hindsight, they did. They absolutely did. And I think, obviously, the two guys you look at there are Karras and Hartman. But can't forget Campbell on defense. Now you have Harner making an impact on defense. Liam Thomas getting in essentially every game. I'm not sure when Jake made his first varsity starts. I'm pretty sure he was either a freshman or a sophomore. I mean, by his sophomore year, he was already Berks All Division before he transferred out to the Hill School. And with some subs coming in the last 5 minutes, we're going to stop the clock again. Andrew, are we, subs with 40 seconds, certainly interesting.
Yeah, and you just said 5 minutes.
No, in the final 5 minutes,
Oh, okay.
the rules work a little different.
Okay, I gotcha.
So
I heard you say 5 minutes, and I saw 40 seconds. I was like,
yes, there's not much time to go. 30 seconds. $20 to go. Eagles will keep it. What's Campbell going to do with it in the last 5 seconds? Twin Valley hits it out. 10 to go. Three, two, one. Horn blows as Landon Campbell sends that well off. The Eagles cruise in a nice league win. 4-0 the final score. They got to feel good here, man.
no, they definitely do. To come on top of this game. Definitely a morale boost. And definitely now that they've topped Daniel Boone and reclaimed their second spot here in Berks 2, I believe.
Yep.
It's got to feel great for Exeter.
Absolutely.
They've definitely needed this.
We're going to take a little bit of a timeout. We're going to have an interview on the field afterwards. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's the Student Sportscast by Adam Cook Journalism. against Twin Valley tonight. It's good to clean stuff up, get it done, get the league win, and jump back to second in the division. How you feeling, Sam?
It's a good bounce back after the Daniel Boone tie. Glad to get 2 goals and good team performance.
Yeah, I mean, playing in 2 straight nights, of course this happened because of the circumstances around the game originally getting moved. Only Berks game that happened tonight. I mean, were you guys tired a little bit?
Yeah, we were definitely tired. You can see we started to cramp up and, good to get our subs in though.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys were able to get your subs in because you jumped to the 4-0 lead and then victory. Started by 2 of your goals. How'd you get them done?
Good team play. Just finding the ball and just got to finish.
Got a stretch coming up where you're playing Governor Mifflin, Muhlenberg, a couple of those teams. Any other matches you're up looking forward to upcoming?
Definitely Wilson. Always want to beat them. Biggest rival. Just want to get that win.
Absolutely, Sam. Best of luck. Good talking to you.
Thank you.
We're back here at Don Thomas Stadium. It's the post-game show as part of our student sportscast coverage of Exeter Boys Soccer. Eagles win this one 4-0. It's game. They came in here, came back home. A much-needed victory after a little tumultuous period where they lose to Weiser. They bounce back against Coatesville, and then they go on the road to tie a Daniel Boone team. So, Andrew, what are your thoughts coming out of this one?
I mean, as I was watching this game, kind of looked passive to me. There was no big action, I'd say.
Yeah.
But that's mainly because both these teams are probably tired after their loaded schedules. But Exeter came out here as a stronger team. Played really good offense and defense here against this Twin Valley team. They came out at this game and came on top 4-0, and hopefully that gives Exeter a little bit of a morale boost after they've got out of their little tumult here, and they're looking to going back to smooth sailing here for the rest of September and into October.
Again, Eagles improved to 6-2-1. They're back on top of Boone and Berks 2 behind Conrad Weiser. They have Mifflin, Muhlenberg on the road up next. Then they return home for Daniel Boone that senior night, head to Manheim Township, and then back home against Wilson. That's going to do it for our coverage. It was a good night of soccer. We'll be back on Saturday for the girls' game against Palmyra. Thank you for tuning in. I am Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. We'll see you next time.